Hi, my name is Vishal and I'm a senior trainer in multimedia education. I have 18 years of industry experience and let's get started with the video. Hello guys, let's open the Dagger model in the Substance Painter software. So firstly I would like to go to the file, new, and I'm choosing the metallic roughness PBR shader and I'm selecting the textures here. So the model first. So this is the model which I have got from the ZBrush, and I'll choose the 4K texture, and we have a normal map. We'll add that normal map also and then just say OK. So you should able to see the dagger into the scene here, and just go to the texture settings panel and then click on the select normal maps and then choose the normal map what we have got, and make sure that that normal map has came onto the model here. You should able to see the placement of this scars and the dents which we have achieved in the ZBrush. So the model looks fair enough, and you should able to see all that faceted result on the handle also. So once that is achieved, okay, now I'll go to the bake mesh maps feature, and then I'll not bake the normal map anymore because already normal map is there. I'll go to the curvature, and then I want the curvature should be baked from the normal map, okay, and then leave everything to the default and then say bake the selected textures. So it takes a while, and then it will give you the result of the baked texture. So now your model has got all that maps, generally the normal, the world space, the ID is not there, no problem, ambient occlusion, curvature, position, thickness. So all that is there. So I'll just go back to the material here, go to bake mesh maps, and let's see the ID. Select the ID, and you have the material color, file ID, mesh ID, etc. So I'll choose the poly group and mesh ID, and I'll make sure that I'll only bake the ID, and then just click that. Then you should able to see we have the ID pass now, which is now separating all that objects by the color. Okay, so far so good. We have achieved the first phase of the substance painter, which is like bringing the model and make sure that it's properly baked with the normal map what we have got. So all good, so good to go. Now we can start our texture painting for this model. So we defaultly have this layer, let's delete that and then start creating layers on the top. So here we have a material section and we have materials, okay. So you need to just explore all the materials here and see which material gives you the result you are expecting. So I'm just checking this material here, which is raw iron, okay. So I'll choose that and just drop onto it, and then you should able to see that nice roughness created on this blade, okay. And if you just scroll down here, we have color. I'm going to choose the color slightly bluish, okay. And this is as per the reference concept art what we have. So I'm picking some nice blue there, okay. So what we will do is we will have a look on the height here. So height is having some texture, okay, some a random texture there. So I'm going to choose a material and then choose a new fill layer, and I'll make sure that nothing is on here except the height. So I'll go to the height and then start looking for anything like dots. Okay, so we have the directional noise, we have crease noise, we have, so let me see if anything like cells we have. Okay, the Gaussian blur looks nice, and then let me explore further down. Okay, let's choose the Gaussian blur like that. Okay, you see that all bumps there. You can invert that. Okay, and then increase the scale value. Okay, like that. And I've got this nice all that holes there, and I will make sure, okay, firstly let me check the height and see what's really happening there. I want to multiply this with the previous texture what we have, and then just reduce the, oh sorry, I've done something wrong. I'm playing with the base color. I need to go to the height. Okay, so in height I will change this blending mode to multiply and then reduce the opacity of this. So let me choose the material, and then you should able to see that nice dots here. Okay, that's really nice. So that's giving me that nice hard metal feel. Okay, that's good. Now what we will do is we will take iron, which is pure iron or iron, whatever. So just drag and drop onto it, and then go back to the height channel, and then choose this blending mode to normal. Okay, let me see what is the height here. Okay, this layer doesn't have height, and then pick some height here like that. So let me bring the layer back, and then you should see that the height which we have brought has let's say if I put it off, you see all that dots. Put it on, you see that the dots are going off. So that's really important for me. And then we have the base color, which is again I just wanted to pick it to the blue, which we have taken for the layer which is there on the bottom. Now what we will do is we will go to the layer mask and then choose the black mask or white mask, whatever is there, it's okay. Add a generator and then choose the curvature there, and then that brings up this nice shine. Okay, let me select this layer and then reduce the roughness. Okay, that's more shiny. So let me put this roughness slightly high, and for this okay, that material is not showing up any. Okay, we have a roughness slider, it's way too much. I'll put a value of 0.5 0.5. okay, that I want rough, and then I just make it slightly dark. Okay, .6. Yeah, and I should able to see that nice rough in the blade. Now this blade we have the height of 0. Almost so I'll put a height of 0, so that height will not be affected. So the whole idea is to make this edges more sharp. Okay, and then slightly increase the roughness to match with the result there. Now you can go to the curvature setting there. Okay, open the curvature and then explore the curvature features. Let me select and then reduce the opacity of it, and then just keep it very low. Okay, now what we will do is we will add some grunge maps. So I can generally pick any material here. Okay, we don't have any dirt material, so I will directly take a fill layer, okay, which is on the top. Let's make it rough, and we'll make it more dirty like that. Fine. Now once that is done, we will add a white mask and then add a fill, and then choose some grunge textures. Okay, so identify any suitable texture here, and then you should able to see that grunge happening here. Okay, so that's a layer I'm expecting, and then you can increase the contrast and then explore the balance if you want that grunge to be too much. Okay, so that slight grunge on the handle. Now we will add one filter, which is a generator, and then choose dirt, and then that should add something on top of it. Okay, so it's dirt level will increase. I'm reducing the contrast. Okay, you can try exploring the blending modes. You should able to see it showing up the both the textures which I have created. That was disabled, so let's try. I think the previous grunge was not really required, but yeah, this looks okay. Okay, and if you feel this color is too strong, you can always play with the colors. Like that. Let me put this iron pure on top. I just wanted that not happening on this area. Okay, so I will add some leather texture here. So we have lot of textures, so I'm searching for a leather texture. Okay, so we have this texture which is having some character in it. This one I'm dropping it here. So we have that nice leather texture, but it should not happen throughout the model. So this is where I'm going to use the mask and then go to the paint layer. Okay, and then you should able to see this paint is white. So select your polygon fill tool and then just click there. Make sure that you are selecting the total UV and then start selecting that. Okay, so that's how you get it. Now you select the leather and you have the color given, so choose that color closely to the reference what you have there. You can always have a copy, so I'm selecting this layer, I'm duplicating it, and I'm just adding a slight light color there. Okay, and then in the layer mask we will add a generator and then use the curvature generator or maybe the metal edges generator. So it should stay in the edges here, and then we will multiply this texture so that it will stay only in this area. So you can try the wear level and then contrast like that. Now we will try to get that dirt effect. So I'm going to duplicate this layer and then select that layer and then make it more dirty. Okay, and then go to the edge wear and then invert it. Okay, and then try to play with the edge wear level and then reduce the contrast, and that gives a very nice character to the. I'm just playing with the opacity also. That's awesome. Okay, then we will start adding some gold brass finish to the handle here. So we will directly choose this one, brass, drop it on top. Okay, and then use the same thing, add a black mask, then a paint layer, then select the polygon fill, and then that should give you this texture. So I select this brass and then increase the roughness. Okay, and then change the color slightly darker. Too much saturation is not required. I'm just keeping it more rough for a reason. Now okay, let me take it to more red and dark. Okay, now what we will do is we will duplicate this layer and then change it to a slightly light color. Okay, and then reduce the roughness there. Okay, what is that I want to get here is, again in this particular layer I want to add a generator, and then choose this metal edge, and then it gives that nice edge to this handle. So I'm going to reduce the contrast. Okay, and then play with the values. If possible, to make it look more organic, you can always add a filter, and I will be choosing a filter called blur, and then slightly increase the blur value so that becomes a bit more soft, and this one should be multiplied because I could see that happening on the total sword. So choose this metal edge and then multiply, and then it should stay within that handle. Okay, now lastly we will add some texture to this. Okay, and I'll be choosing the same brush and then modify it. Okay, first I've added the brush and then I'm going to choose this color to red. Okay, and that should be enough. Now what I'm going to do is select that, add a black mask and then a paint layer and then polygon fill, and that should add. Okay, so there you go, you got that nice dagger which as per the reference. And then if I just go to the mode and then choose rendering, you should get something like this, as the viewport display could be different from the rendering. So just check the result in the render.